Hi, explorers. Last week I talked to you about the letter U. Today we're going to do the letter V, and tomorrow we'll do W, and we'll learn about how to write V and W tomorrow as well. Do you know what V says? Take your fingers like this and put two fingers up right next to each other. That's what the letter V looks like. I'll show you on my alphabet puzzle. Here's V right here, this blue letter. V goes down and up, sharp angle. V says V, V, V. Say it with me. V says V, V, V. Very good. So again, I'm going to read you a book about the letter V, and we'll talk about all the different words that start with V. Last week we did my U book. Today we have my V book. So here is little V. Remember, V says V, V, V. My V book. Little V had a box. It was a big box. She said, "I will fill my box." She found violets. Can you see what violets are? Violets are beautiful flowers. Lots of pretty violets. Wow. She put the violets into a vase. Vase has the letter V at the beginning. Vase. Then she put the vase in her box. So little V is finding things that start with the V sound. Little V found a piece of velvet. Velvet is very soft cloth. I actually looked for velvet in my house and I could not find anything. So maybe ask Mom and Dad and they can help you find something that's velvet in your house. Velvet. Very pretty velvet. She made a velvet vest. Now I did look and found a vest in my house. A vest is like a jacket with no sleeves. So I can put it on and be warm, but not too warm. Today's actually really warm outside, so I won't even need my vest to stay warm. Then she put the velvet all around her box. It's looking very pretty. Little V had a veil of lace. She found a veil of lace. A veil is a thin piece of fabric. Often you put it all over top of your head. So I found some thin fabric that I could make into a veil. So you could put it over your head like this. But she didn't put it on her head, so I'm going to take mine off too. She said, "I can make something with my violets, my velvet, and my veil." Guess what little V made? Can you see what those are? She made valentines. Valentines, valentines, lots of valentines. And we make valentines, which are little notes, usually with hearts, that we give to each other on Valentine's Day to remind each other that I love you and that we're good friends and to make other people smile. Valentines are great. Let's see. She found a Valentine verse. A verse is a poem. Roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, and so are you. She wrote the verse on her valentines. She filled her box with valentines. She pasted valentines all around it. But some valentines fell out of the box. "I have so many valentines," she said. What should she do with all those valentines? "I will give them to my friends." So little V invited all her friends to come to a party. Do you remember our Valentine's Day party? She put Valentine's notes into the envelopes. She put names on the envelopes. What else did she do? Let's see. Little V got into her van and drove to the mailbox. Do you guys have a van? Do you remember my silver van? I bet a lot of you have vans at your house. It's a big, big car. Little V cleaned the house with, what is this? What V do we have here? Vacuum cleaner. I hope you help mom and dad when they have to vacuum, or maybe you get to vacuum yourself. That would be neat. The vacuum cleaner will clean up this mess, she said. At last, it was time for the Valentine party. All her friends came. They brought Valentines. Little V and her friends made Valentine hats. It's always fun to have a craft at a party. What pretty Valentine hats they made. Which one's your favorite? Then they opened the Valentines. What fun they had. Look at all these Valentine things. Valentine hats. There's V for velvet vest. This cake says Happy Valentine's Day. We've got our vase that's holding the violets. What do we have over here? Ooh, she even made a table runner, like a long piece of velvet on the table. More Valentine hats. What fun. Here's more words for the letter V. Violin. Vegetables. What's your favorite vegetable? Volleyball. Vine. Volcano. I know Mrs. Cooper had a cool experiment making lemon volcanoes the other day. Vitamins. They help you stay healthy. Vampire, a silly character. Vinegar. And valley, which is the land between two hills. I hope you enjoyed this V book. Next time we'll look at V and W and see how they're the same and how they're different and learn more about W. Have a great day. I hope you enjoy it. It's great looking outside.